Hey guys, John Bergsman here, Fisherman's Digest. Stay tuned, we've got a short show coming to you from Tawas, Michigan. Rod and hand fishing with swim baits right out here in the waters very close to shore out of Tawas. Lots of big walleyes. You're gonna wanna watch this show.
There's one. Fish on.
Fish on. Hey, welcome to the show, guys. John Bergsman. Well, we watched Mikey's fish come in. Here out of Tawas, Michigan, we got Captain John Borowee in the back as well. We're out here casting early for some big, beautiful walleyes out of Tawas. And then, after we show you those, hit that screen, would you? It's beeping. Mike, show that one off and talk to him about what are we doing here today to catch these awesome fish out of Tawas.
Pretty not bad for the first few minutes, eh? We're just sitting over top of rock piles, fan casting, cast out to the sand and bring it back to the rocks and drag it slow across the bottom. The fish are migrating north right now. There's a lot of fish around early April.
Beautiful post-spawn fish, right?
Yeah, almost all the fish we're catching right now are post-spawn migrating fish. They're headed back north for the summer.
It's an awesome fish.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna keep a few for dinner, and we got John in the back. Hopefully he's catching us up some fish as well. Stay tuned, guys. Tawas, Michigan. Beautiful Lake Huron, as you can see. Not very far from shore, just picking out some structure points and casting on. Stay tuned. Good job, Mikey. There's another one.
In the same exact spot.
Same exact spot.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Work my rod in. It's out here, John.
I'll get it
I casted right where John was. Mikey's killing him. So guys, what you'll see, Brett will show you, Mike's taking these fish in real easy. You're using a braided line, right, Mike, for this application all the time in a heavy jig. And what you don't want to do is horse them. But look at that, gin clean water out there here on Saginaw Bay and Lake Huron. Saginaw Bay is down around the point. And man, Mike's educating us right now. And
you gotta maintain the bottom. You gotta be on bottom. If you're not on bottom, you're not catching fish.
Awesome.
Good job.
So what we're doing is this is just a swim jig. Now you can do different colors. Mikey just grabbed kind of a Bama craw one. I'm fishing a green pumpkin and pearl. This is just imitating a goby. A little bit of a whitish belly, green, little pepper flake in there. Now I've got a squadron jig head here about 3/4 of an ounce, but like Mike said, you've got to use a big enough jig. He's using a 1 ounce. That's not too big at all. You got to let it get all the way to the bottom. When you make these long casts, let that jig sink. I don't care if you have to wait a minute. Let that thing get all the way to the bottom and then just do short little lifts, because you don't want to rip it that far off the bottom. These fish are really, in this clean water, they're tight to the bottom. So that's where you want to be. Fish.
Nice, baby.
They want that thing so slow. I was literally drag twitching that thing.
That's awesome.
That is so much fun. Guys, if you want fun, you got to come out with either Mikey or John, who's ever free, and do this casting here. Now it almost feels like a lake trout.
That's a walleye. Nice fish, John.
It's a big one.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah, it's a big fish.
No, it's a walleye.
That's a walleye.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
Oh, that's a hog. John, show that one. You got perfect light on you. Wow. That's an awesome fish. I'll grab that from you.
There you go.
Right there. That's what you get when you go with a real operator. John, talk about your guide service. What's the name of yours as well?
Chasing Fins Charter Service.
And both of you guys are based right here out of the greater Tawas area.
Yeah, I'm stationed in Eau Gray. Mike's in Tawas, but him and I fish together all the time, and we communicate and share information. So
And that sharing of
both on fit
information,
for-
right? That sharing of information keeps you both wired, right?
Yep, both of us are always on fish somewhere. If he's catching them, I fish by him, and if they're slowing down, we'll move around. And once we find them, we just team up together and fish that area until we move to another one.
Awesome, baby. Tawas, Michigan, probably one of the most unheralded ports anywhere on Lake Huron.
Yeah.
This place is a fish catching machine. Fish
Nice, that's a good one.
jigging almost straight down, Mike. Look at that, Brett. Show them how clear that water is. That walleye is right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that fish. Wow. There's an example right there of how they hit that swim bait, eh?
Nice.
That's a rage crawfish and a half right there. I'll show it to you. Boom. Right down the snoot. So I'll pop it out for you. And that's the 375 green pumpkin and pearl on a Squadron 3/4 ounce jig head, casting for Great Lakes walleyes. Hey guys, John Bergsman here from Tawas, Michigan. We got John Borowey from Chase and Finn's Guide Service, Mike Parnicki Jr. from Real Operator. Get a hold of these two guys to enjoy the greater Tawas area and fish like this. Hey, we'll see you again next week on Fisherman's Digest.
D&R Sports Center has been serving Michigan sportsmen and women for over 40 years. Our boat sales lineup features fishing boats by Tracker, Ranger, and Triton. We have a huge selection of ice and open water fishing tackle, archery, guns and ammunition, and clothing. Bay and offshore boats by Nautic Star, and pontoons by Regency, Sun Tracker, and Ranger. Stop by our newly remodeled showroom on West Main in Kalamazoo, or visit us online.